The Dolphins is a team to watch this season, shocking the NFL world, beating the Bills, but the Dolphins made one questionable move that's letting Tua play when it was obvious he had a concussion.
Agree.
Do I
Now,
have
Nick,
to say, hold on. Do I have to say it for the 100th time?
go ahead, Nick.
Bro,
Nick elaborated on this
he
before.
passed 3 concussion protocol tests at halftime. He had a hyperextended back. That's why he fell when he was walking. Today, J-Rob, today on the injury report, it wasn't on the concussion protocol. You can have that big-ass smile on your face, put your hand over your mouth, do all that. But you know how I knew Tua wasn't concussed? First play of the second half, he threw a 35-yard pass. J-Rob, I know your CTE ass had a concussion before. So
yeah, I've had a concussion, and I've gone to figure shit, and I know I passed it, and I know my shit was still ringing, bro.
I know
things could be true.
Yeah. Oh, but as a quarterback, when you have a concussion, you're not supposed to be completing 35-yard passes, 45-yard passes down the field.
So you say his back was hurting when he got hit like that?
Yes, that's what happened. You can say you can do all this stuff.
Why was he wobbling? Like he had
Nick,
as your back ever
clearly Nick.
Bro, you can say this, but then why did the reports?
Nick, then why are they investigating, bro?
Why did there? Hold on,
why is there an investigation?
Okay. I have a question. When the investigation comes back negative, I need the same energy, J-Bob.
Nick, because the reports are there to protect the player and the team.
Absolutely.
Like, use your brain, bro.
Don't trust what the reports say because.
But I have a question.
We've all had reports. Anyone who's played even high school has had.
Dude.
What happened? What happens? What happens if
man, that man had a concussion, man. Stop it.
Nick, look. Nick, you don't have. At the end of the day, Nick's gonna play. He's gonna play next week, bro.
Let Nick ask what he has to ask. What's the question?
What happens if the NFL investigation comes back negative? Then what? What you gonna say?
Well, Nick, you know how they're gonna investigate the situation. Nick, this is how they're gonna investigate the situation because the NFL people weren't there. They weren't in the tents. They're going to look at the records. They're gonna look at all the paperwork. If the paperwork says he's good, that's going to be the investigation that he's good. They're going to ask a few people on staff. They're going to ask the medical staff what happened, all these people, probably ask a few interns. What are all those people going to do? Tua was fine. We followed all the protocols. But come on, dude. You have 2 eyes, bro.
They're not out looking, Nick. They're not out looking for the truth. They're out.
Nick, they're not going to say it, bro. To act like that boy wasn't concussed, bro.
He wasn't. He was completing 40, 50-yard passes down the field in the second half.
Nick, to sit here and act like we've never seen football players get their bell rung and go out and keep playing, bro, is just ridiculous, bro.
Keep playing and throwing accurate passes down the field. When you have a concussion, you know you can't see straight, correct?
Yo, I watched my quarterback in high school damn near get knocked out. I'm pretty sure he closed his eyes. He got up like the motherfucking Undertaker, got up, and then 2 plays later, he threw me a fucking bomb for a touchdown.
Yeah, you can still put
muscle memory, man.
It's muscle memory. Muscle memory 1, 2. Most football players, bro, especially like now, we used to that shit. It come with the game. Like I'm not gonna lie. Every time you get hit, your shit get a little woozy. I know this is terrible to say and admit, but come on, Floyd, you play football, you know.
I was about to tell him. This is where I'm going to be old, but back in my day, they'd be like, "Hey, your bell got rung," and he'd slap you on the helmet and put you back out there. And they would complete passes and catch balls and play defense. We would do that. So to say that he wasn't concussed just because he threw a dart, that happens all the time.
I think Tua, especially when you look at Tua, how he got up and the way he was wobbling, it shows that the man had a concussion. He had some type of real athletes.
Just think about it. Any quarterback in the 70s and 80s who got smoked in the head and just got back up and kept playing.
Yeah, and
the helmet was leather, bro. This was leather helmet.
I give credit to Tua for coming back and playing like that way with
Absolutely.
This. Good for him. He's tougher than I thought. So I'll give him credit, but at the same time,
with the CTE research they have now, I'm telling you right now, they wouldn't have put him back in the game.
Well, the thing you're saying too is you're saying that he got cleared off of an injury of a hyperextended back. That has nothing to do with the fact that
he passed 3 concussion protocols. Did I not?
Yes, but for his back, his head also got slammed into the ground and banged into his helmet. There's no reason to believe that did not have him shaken up for the rest of the game. Maybe he got cleared for his back, but that head damage he took off that hit, I promise you that stayed with him.
Nick,
I don't know how many times I have to say he passed 3 concussion tests.
Nick, you're
have you done a concussion test?
Yes, I have. I've had a concussion before. It's not that easy when you really knocked out like that. Fluent. I'm sorry, concussion tests are different in 1849 than they are in 2022.
No, I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm rocking with Fluent on this one, Nick, bro. You can say all this, the doctor said this, the doctor said that, whoop-de-woo. The doctor said Odell Beckham's knee was fixed. That motherfucker wasn't fixed. So at the end of the day, bro, medical staff make mistakes. You gotta remember, ain't a medical staff in Los Angeles, California right now currently getting sued for puncturing another player's lung?
Yep.
Like, come on, let's not act like
Hey, don't let me get on that quarterback in the Chargers, though.
No, yeah, we could get on that too. What I'm saying is we could get there. But all I'm saying is, Nick, we all understand. We're not disagreeing you what the public is going to say, what the medical staff is going to say. But bro, I've seen 1,000 football hits. I've been playing the game since I was 6. That boy had a concussion, bro. That shit wasn't close. That shit was clear as day. He got back up. I'm gonna tell you how you know he had a concussion. When he got up, he couldn't even get his balance. His equilibrium was off. Yeah. That's not from your back, bro. That's your balance. That's up here.
I ain't see nothing was wrong with his back when he got up, man. I just seen the man was walking. Couldn't maintain his control.
And I'm sorry, I don't think and if your back was the cause of you falling, there's no way and a half that you came back. He was falling because of a head injury. Yeah, he passed the test for a back injury and just played with CTE at that point. Like
hold on, I don't know if I should call these guys out. So I'm sorry if I call you guys out, and I shouldn't have. But I used to do a show called Sports Psych where we talked about the health side of sports, and I did an interview with a company called Head Check Health, and they're all about concussion protocols and obviously putting them into leagues and whatever. And they do the MLS. No, what's the soccer MLS? They do that protocols for MLS. And I'm paraphrasing his quote: "The NFL concussion test, a joke from a guy who does it for a living." So when you say he passed the test, I'm like, sure, because they wanted him to pass the test, because if he was good enough, get out there. Let's go. Absolutely. That's what I think. Now, again, does that mean he couldn't play? No, good for him. He went out and played. Good for him. The CTE stuff's not going to affect him for another 30 years anyways, and he probably wanted to play, right? Let's be honest. He wanted to get back out there.
Joy, wait,